guys, my name's Chase.
I'm Mary.
And we are the Castle Couple. We also forgot to film a video intro for this video, so this is being recorded way later than when the video was. However, the behind the scenes tour did come back when we were in the States last December. So I surprised Erin. Now it's not a surprise, but I surprised Erin and we went as part of her Christmas gift to the behind the scenes tour at the Land Pavilion at EPCOT. I don't know, I was excited just to see like everything. I loved that ride there. You? I mean...
I've been on to for, I don't even know how long now. A while.
Yeah, a while. So it was really cool getting to see all the stuff, and hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
I spent most of that time as an animal keeper over at Animal Kingdom. I'm very excited now to be sharing plant knowledge with you guys. So 1 hour is going to go by faster than you can even imagine. So I like to go around and just do a little bit of an introduction. I'm going to stand in various stages. And then this is the parasitoid wasp throughout the rest. I'm going to show you a quick video that's going to explain a little bit about their relationship and what is happening with them. Ladybugs or lady beetles. And we do use ladybugs all over property at the parks and resorts to help control heat. Rhonda, I'm going to get right behind you. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to start handing out.
If you have one, if not, it's
Oh, no, of course I have it. I don't want to try. The other thing that is happening here in our tissue culture lab is the creation of our mini Greasy gardens. So this is the only place along the tour that we will see artificial grow lights. So red lights stimulate root growth and blue lights stimulate shoot growth. So having this combined purple is going to help the plants to get nice and strong. Even if you've ever done clippings of plants in your own backyard, you know the plants are pretty cool, and just a part of them eventually will regenerate a whole entire new.
Oh my goodness.
To the top, he's withdrawing all of the water in his cells trying to hide. So that's why he closes up the way that he does.
Bye, Stanley. I'm going to say bye to Stanley.
Bye, Stanley.
Seedless cucumber that is also headless. They are grown in the next greenhouse that we will see. And cucumbers are mainly water. I'm losing my little toothpick there. Can you grab that?
Got it.
Now also up on the counter there you can see our hydroponic grow tank. And on top of the hydroponic grow tank are chives. So by putting the chives in the expanded polystyrene in the tank,
Wally would be so proud.
stuck ahead of time, or else it will turn into a sludge. In the containers behind me, you can see the first one is darker, and that is where the iron is. And then the second one, the blue one, has basically all of the other ingredients for the nutrient solution. If you want to see the exact specific parts per million that's in it, you can feel free to scan this QR code. Notice there's no white line.
The 1% the 1 billion outside is used to make cinnamon sticks. You like eggnog? You can put nutmeg for its signature taste. Other spices like ginger and vanilla add flavor to a variety of dishes.
One for me. Whoa.
training the cucumber plant, but you can also train the cucumbers themselves. So this is one of our... So these are English cucumbers. As long as they're growing nice and long and straight, after they start growing, they'll affix the mold around it. It'll start to fill in Mickey's head, and then as it grows, fill in Mickey's ears. So when it's like... We can do the same thing with our pumpkins. We did a lot of those. Some eggplants across the way. They're my favorite ones. So they just harvested a lot of peppers today. They were so vibrant and good. Okay, that's black pepper. Our next greenhouse.
Definitely what our pickle was sold in. I do like their lights. It's they're in disco.
Sand that you see in here is just like child's play sand. The silica holds the moisture, but doesn't give the nutrients. So in here, a couple of the other grains that we're growing. This one here that looks like birdseed is sorghum. Sorghum is commonly used in Africa, and it's the main ingredient in molasses. The other little grain is used in South and Central America, and it's called amaranth. The amaranth is super high in calcium and calories and fiber. So here in North America, the grain we use the most is just wheat. And about a third a cup of amaranth has the same nutritional equivalent of about a cup of wheat. So if you find some alternative sources, your food deprived countries is much better.
Are you gonna take a picture of little Miss Piggy?
About 3 to 5 feet of sand in this greenhouse, with the drip lines going about 3 to 4 inches underneath it. If you look in the sand, you can see some cute little footprints. We do have Cuban anoles, brown anoles, and lizards that you see all over the park that get into the greenhouses. They help to control the pest population that don't harm the plants. Within each coffee cherry is 2 coffee beans, and that is what is harvested and dried out and ground up to make a cup of coffee. So any guesses for an 8-ounce cup of coffee, how many coffee beans you need? 250, not a bad guess. Still, 100 is a good guess, about 80 for a little 8-ounce cup of coffee. So 80 coffee beans or 40
What about for a 64-ounce for Aaron? So if 8 ounces is 80, we would need 640.
The little plastic cups in there, so our parasitoid moss friends are helping to control the pests that are in here. And these guys. Lemongrass is a great natural mosquito control, which we do use all over our property. You can read some crazy stuff online about what we do at Walt Disney.
You remain seated at all times.
A great photo opportunity of
Stuff up there? They're tilapia. You feed them over there. I'm gonna slide to your right, Aaron. Banana. Your face. He's old.
We got some time apparently.
A banana. Vanilla bean. This is what's in your coffee creamer. What'd you think? We just finished. We got hydroponic grow tanks. A little like pamphlet on how to do it. So, what'd you think overall?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Was it a good Christmas gift? Did you enjoy the lights? What's something you learned that like was wild?
Wild?
Like that you didn't know?
Bananas are an herb.
That was kind of wild. And there's a tomato virus called the purple yuck, aka the ick. What do you want to do now? Do you want to go eat some food?
Yeah.
That made me kind of hungry. I think we're gonna go do some more festival. Anything else you want to say about?
Do it.
Do it for sure. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Hello again. So that was our behind the scenes tour at the Land Pavilion. I really like doing it during Christmas time because you could see all the Christmas stuff. And they talked about some of the Christmas stuff inside of it too. I thought it was really well run. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. And I don't know, what was your favorite part?
I liked all the fun facts they told us. I liked feeding the fish
That was cool.
and petting the plant.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. I forgot about that. I liked the cucumbers, of course. And I don't know, it was cool to see like the ride from a different perspective. The fish was also a really cool part, like to get to walk behind the scenes of that and like feed the fish and all that. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely more content coming from Disney, Australia,
Disneyland.
Let's see what else. All
That's
other
it
kind of
right
stuff
now.
So thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content coming soon. And we'll see you guys on the next one. See you around the kingdom. Bye.
Bye.